For GroupConnect members, ABA and OMCA, InfoTree has created a new feature that will allow our member to create a tour and allow tour participants to come and sign up, and we will have a couple reports for rooming list as well as receiving report to track the client to make sure that they have paid for the trip and they know at all times who has signed up and how many inventories or space they have left. First of all, as I show you, you need to be a member. And once when you're a member, we will then link this information into our new booking engine. We will give you a link. You will click on the link, add your member username and password, and log in. Fairly simple. Once when you log in, you can create a tour or find one that's existing. You can look at all the reservations, receiving the money you received, a rooming list, and our settings right now are for a Blue Pay account, which is our credit card processing. So if you're going to take credit cards online, you'll need a Blue Pay account. And what will happen is you will create your tour, and in creating your tour, you come in here and you put in the tour name. And in my case, I'm going to do a 2-day sewer tour. And after I do the tour, I'm going to put the code in. This code is unique to each tour, and you're going to put in what you want, and it will help you when you're pulling reports so that you can associate this with the tour, so you know which one to look for. And you can have numbers and letters or just words if you want. Tour start date is the date the tour starts, so I'm going to go to December 7th, and I'm going to make it 1 day, 2 days, 1 night. Tour start day, when I want to start selling and when I want to stop selling, so that nobody can buy this tour from that point on. And I'll stop on November 8th. I can make the tour either public so people can come in and buy it without any invitation, or I can make it private. And if I make it private, they can come to the site and buy it. When they click on it, they will need this booking code in order to buy this tour. Otherwise, they will not be able to process and buy the tour. This is great for school groups and other people that you want to put online, but you don't want people to buy from the public. Enter the country. We'll have U.S. My tour will be in Seward, Alaska, and I will not require a passport or a birthday. I am going to put an image in for my tour, and my image, you can do 2 images, and the first image will be here, and it's in. My second image, my second image will be here. After you add the images, you're going to be able to proceed to the next page. And on the next page, it's going to ask you for tour information. And my tour detail will be, it includes all this information, which is the inclusions of the trip. I am going to enter the itinerary being, you know, a selling point for them to buy the tour. And then I am going to enter terms and conditions. We can link to a page that you might have of all your terms and conditions, or I can just clearly put in from tour to tour what my terms are. So you can make these specific to the tour, just like the itinerary. Consent form is if you want somebody to sign this and send it back. If you click on this, we can do a link for the form, or we can click here and enter it. If we enter it here, it will be sent with the email that is sent to the client upon confirmation. They will take that form, sign it, and get it back to you. If we want to offer insurance, here again, another link for the insurance, or we can enter from tour to tour all the insurance and what it covers. And on my case, I'm going to make it very liberal, and it covers 100%. I'm going to make the insurance $10 a person. I'm going to then click next, and this is how we track inventory. I am going to say my tour is sold by room, which means if I buy a single, double, triple, or quad, I'm buying a room. If I do by passenger, By passenger will allow me to buy one person in a double, one person in a triple, one person in a quad, or two people as a triple, three people as a quad. So by person, every rate is per person, whether it's room or by passenger. And what will happen is that when you set this up, as we buy, the rooming list will be stored accordingly. And we're going to know if you're by passenger or by room. And of course, I'm going to sell by room because my clients are all going to travel together. And if you're buying a double, I want two people in the same room. And the other option is seat. If we add seat or packs, in our case, we could have a price here in the amount of $350 for a single, and I can be holding 5 rooms. I can offer a double for $285, and if I offer a double at $285, I can be holding 20 rooms. This alone, 20 and 5, would be a total of 45 people. If I only had a 40 passenger bus, in my case I'll do 40, you will be able to buy one of these together. So if I'm buying 5 singles, it's taking 5 seats. If I buy 10 doubles, it's taking 20 seats. So when one of these sells out first, the tour will be blocked. You'll either have to come back and increase the inventory on the bus or increase the inventory on the room in order to continue to sell. So in my case, I'll make this 355, I'll make this 285, 5 and 20, that's the rooms, 40 passenger, and then do next. My next option is I can sell something outside of this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell a hike to Exit Glacier. So I'll put that in, and my hike to Exit Glacier will cost $8. And then of course I want to put some kind of description in there on what the tour includes. So there you go. When I save, I have now set up my 2-day Seward trip. As you notice, it's here, the detail, what it includes, the itinerary, if I offer insurance, and options. So my client, if they were calling me, would be able to call me in-house. When I'm booking this for the client, if I go back to the tours, you will see I can click on this Edit Tour. This is to edit the tour, this is to buy the tour. So this page would appear on the website for the client to click on and buy. But if I wanted to update or edit the tour, you just click on here, you find what you want to edit, and you change it, and it's real time. So whatever you change on any of these pages, such as the detail for the tour, or you want to change a price, and you change it, it will automatically update whatever you're doing to the tour and save it. So it's very quick to do that. When you're ready to buy the tour, you would click on here for the passenger. They would call you. You would click single or double. Let's buy a double. And I will do next. The person on the phone would say what their name is, give you your phone number, give you an email, their gender, if they want to buy the insurance, and as they do this, it's adding it here. So I just do next. I'm sorry. Passenger 2's down here. I forgot I bought a double. Come down here. I will enter client's last name, keep the same email, and if I want to do insurance, I could do it here or in here, just one for one person or both, and it's constantly adding up. Then I would do next. This I can do by check or I can do by credit card. I will make this by check. If I do by check, I will save the reservation and it will save with 0 received. When money comes in, I'll be able to post it, but it will save the reservation and give a res number. It will send the customer an email as well. If I pay by credit card, it will charge that card immediately, save it, and put the money into my account. BluePay will charge the card and put it into your bank account. The check payment will be here. This is who's paying for the check, paying for the trip. Now keep in mind the same process is online if the customer were buying it. They would see the exact same thing. So you would do next. The terms and conditions, it outlines the trip on what I'm doing. I will accept the terms and conditions. If I don't, it will warn me and I will book it. Once when this gets saved, this reservation is saved to the database. This has been confirmed in our system. And if I go to an email, I will notice both the vendor gets an email and the customer gets the email. And you can see here, this is the reservation. This is my logo or my image from my GroupConnect. The tour that was bought, what it includes, the itinerary, the payment, and money that's due and where I send my payment to. Pretty simple and easy. If I go back here to the tour, you will see if I go to reservations, I click on Seward, search, you will see my Seward, this is the one I just made, nothing received. I can click on this money and put payment in right now, the check number and the amount received, and save it, and it will update that immediately. So I can, my father could have paid for the trip. And put his phone number in. And the check number he's paying. And the amount. I can take partial payment or the whole thing. In this case, I'll take partial payment. And I'll save it. It now recorded that. And if I go back to my receiving on the trip, you will see that when I made it, there was no money, but now I've received $250. The dates that I received it, the date it was made. Who is the passenger? If I do a rooming list, and I pick that tour, you will see that these two are roomed right now together. And as they build, they'll add, and I can move people from one room to another if need be. And it's that simple. So we can find a reservation, we can edit the reservation, we can cancel the reservation. It's very simple and easy, and we're looking forward to launching this. Hope you enjoyed this.